What up, everybody? This is Big Elbow chilling like always with those two little guys, Averno, Atlantis. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. I'm Big Elbow. Comic hauls is what I mostly do, and that's what I got for you guys today. Just recently, I went to the Bakersfield Comic Con at the Kern County Fairgrounds in Bakersfield. It's a con that I go to every year. One of my favorites. One, because it's only an hour drive away. Two, I always find it's always good vendors there, good people. It's always a good time. Um, like I said, I go there every year, and I'm never disappointed. You know, it's always worth it. Also, it's not too big, you know, but it's not too small. It's I think it's about $10 to get in. Um, there's plenty of comics, not just there's the other stuff too, which is cool. You know, there's cosplayers. They're selling all kinds of shit. But yeah, plenty of comic vendors, plenty of comics to be bought, and good deals. So with that said, let's get right into it. Um, First off, I'll just show this. So the guys from it's a local comic shop in Bakersfield. Damn, I can't remember the name of them right now. Anyways, they're there every year, and they always have a bunch of good dollar stuff, dollar bins. Um, this was in a $5 bin, and I mostly got this because recently I got my granddaughter Honey, aka the Honey Badger. She's really got. We've been watching like blocks of Saturday morning cartoons from like the '80s and '90s. One of the ones that she really likes was Ghostbusters and Muppet Babies, but I seen the Ghostbuster, so I grabbed them for Spangler for $5. Unfortunately, they didn't have any of the other ones. But yeah, so now I just got that for her. All right, and then so sticking with their booth, they usually have a bunch of dollar bin boxes, but they didn't really have so many. They didn't have them this time. However, they did have these big plastic bins full of graphic novels for $1 each, and I mean, I picked up a good chunk of those. So I'll start showing. Let me just show you a couple of them. This is called Strongman. I'm easy to sell a comic to if you put a luchador on the cover, and you know, obviously I'm a fan of lucha libre, and this one looks pretty cool. Tigre, the masked wrestler, vigilante, crime fighter, movie star, is the toast of all Mexico. When with his companions Bujo and Conejo at his side, the world belongs to the tiger in the white mask. 1973 tragedy, 74 through 2008, New York City, 10,000 bottles. Now, Tigre wrestles for booze money.
I need help fixing my sink.
Okay, let me
throwing matches to men 40 years his junior.
Is this it?
And so it goes until the night a beautiful young woman appears at his door, desperate for the aid of the Tigre of old. Gird up, it's time for one last epic shot at redemption. Sorry about my audio. So yeah, like I said, you know, luchador book, throw it on there. I'm in for the most part. These are just run fillers. I bought these in cheap bins the first couple volumes and really liked them, so I was just putting them together that way. This is volume 8. You got to sin to get saved, and 9 knuckle up. So I believe I just need a couple more of those to complete that. No, this is Scalp by Jason Aaron and R.M. Guerra. It's a pretty cool series if you're into it. I can see that easily getting turned into a show. You know, it's about Native American. You know, the kind of like gangster, like organized crime on the Indian reservations or Native American reservations. Excuse me. This is a book called Gemini. I just like the art in this. I bought the first 2 issues for $1. So I figure I just get this for $1 instead of buying the rest of the comics, and then the singles that I have, I could just get rid of them. But yeah, it's just cool art in this one, I think. I thought this was cool. Again, all these were only $1. Random Cheeks Volume 1, The Art of Sean Cheeks Galloway. I like this guy's art. I've been, watching him, looking at his stuff for a few years. Very cartoony style, but really cool. Here's a pretty good Taskmaster. But yeah, for $1, man, that's pretty fucking sweet. What else I got in here? Yeah, like it's a pretty cartoony, but I like it. He can also draw, a little bit more traditional style, but that's not. I don't see that too much of that in here. That's a pretty cool looking grifter. So yeah, that was $1. I grabbed this one again. This is a book that I have the first issue, and I mostly got this just because it's Nathan Gooden from Barbaric. I'm a fan of his art, and whatchamacallit, I just figured, hey, that looks like a Frazetta pencil drawing that I seen. But I mean, it's just a woman from behind me. Anyways, Nathan Gooden from Barbaric. I like his art. This is like a crime book. Barbaric is more like a fantasy, but yeah, you can see the art is good in there. So, yeah, grab that. This, again, I'm a fan. I like Riley Rossmo's art. This is called Seven Sons. That looks like some kung fu shit that seemed pretty cool to me. Black and white art, or some gray scale maybe. But yeah, I like that style. His style. This is another book called. So I don't know what this archetype. I've seen the name Tommy Guerrero on there, and I've seen the back cover, and I was like, man, that looks like fucking Tommy Guerrero, the street skater from back in the '80s and shit, from Bones Brigade. Bones Brigade. I was a big fan of. I was a big time into skating when I was a kid, mostly because of my brother. He's older than me, and so whatever he was into, I was into. And yeah, it turns out it is. I guess this book is about guitars, but it is that Tommy Guerrero, and there's some stuff on his skating. So it was enough to get my interest. He was my favorite Bones Brigade guy, pretty much. I always liked the street skating style more than the like the vertical or half pipe stuff, I guess. They showed some of his boards. And it was cool just to see a Mexican kid, not like Mexican from Mexico, but Mexican from California. We didn't have so much athletes and stuff to look up to, and I was super into skating, so to see a Mexican kid, like maybe a little older than my brother, it was pretty cool to see that. Him. And he was awesome, he was one of the best street skaters, I always thought. So this is a book called Demon Baby, Hell on Heels, a Dead Time Story by Steve Fastner and Rich Larson. I thought it was an art book, but apparently it actually has a story to it. And the art in this looks pretty cool. It's all like pencil. But it looks good. And then there's like a pretty cool sketchbook in the back.
Free radicals are everywhere. Protect yourself against them with Palm. Venmo you later. No, you pay me now.
Again, guys, I apologize for the audio. I just play YouTube shit, and it's my amateur style. Anyways, I apologize, but what can I do? So this was like the book I was happiest to find there for $1. I'm a big fan of Joe Chiodo. This dust jacket's fucked up, but whatever. If you're new to the channel, then you might not know that about me. I really don't. Condition's not a big thing to me, and the book isn't messed up. It's just the dust jacket. There's no art on the actual book though to really show. But if you're not familiar with Joe Chiodo, he's been around forever, and man, he could draw some chicks, man. And real good colors too. So yeah, this was the find I was most excited about. I was most excited about at the at that booth. So that was that for. God damn it! Oh, you know what it's called? Oh, excuse me. It's called Mega City 2. Yeah, like the Judge Dredd shit. This was really cool. Like I said, I was a big fan of skateboarding in the 80s, or not a big. Yeah, I mean I was really into it. And this book called Skate Punks, the actual artist writer was there, and I just thought this book was really cool, and he signed it for me. The art inside is good, but you could tell like this guy, he's not just drawing. Like this is what he likes. You could tell he's into the skating. I thought that was a good drawing right there. Yeah, he even told me, he's like, hey man, like the story might not be that great because I'm not a great writer, but I just wanted to draw this character skating, and I was like, I'm good with that. I was like, the art looks good enough that I'll buy this just for the art. If the story's good, it's just a bonus, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, so that was $5, and then he signed it. Oh yeah, he signed it right there. So yeah, I don't know if I have to look and see what his social media is. So yeah, that was cool for $5. That's the most expensive book I bought. I was trying to keep some self-control and not just start buying shit that I'm not looking for and all that kind of stuff. These are some 50-cent books I got from one booth. Got this Iron Wolf, the complete Howard Chaykin classic. I just thought that looked like a cool cover. From what I can see, that goes for a little bit more than 50 cents. Like pretty VG copy goes for like $6 to $8 or something like that. And this one's actually pretty good shape. This is a book called Car Warriors. Shout out to my man 420 Partier. I believe he's the one who put me onto this. Because I'm not a big fan of Steve Dillon, but the art in this, I guess his early stuff, that looks pretty cool. This is just run filler. Oh wait, hold on. Speaking of my man 420, he talked me into checking this out. Hawk World Tim Truman miniseries, book 1, Flash Zone. And then I grabbed this Demon Hunter number 2. That was the last one I needed. And let me see. Yeah, this one has some my man Dave Cooper's art. I love these old aerosol books from the 80s. This issue seems kind of short actually, but yeah, this is the last one I needed. Just a quick look. I don't think it's as good as his Gun Fury stuff, but still, I enjoyed that first issue of Demon Hunter that I bought, so I grabbed it. And then this is just a cool book. I already have this in one form or another, but for 50 cents I grabbed it. Plus it looks like it's in really good shape, so I might get rid of my other one and keep this one. Real nice Keith Giffen. That something about that mummy. I think it's his chain looks pretty hip hop to me, which I think is cool. And then this is where I found the stuff the book I was most happy to find. And these are 50-cent books, man. Like, so start off with you got Hell Shock, Volume 2, Number 1. I just grabbed that for the Jay Lee art. I don't know how good it is. The first Hell Shock series wasn't all that great, but the art was cool. This is The Moon Is Following Us. I almost pre-ordered that just because of Daniel Warren Johnson, but he wasn't drawing it. Even though I like Riley Rossmo's art, but I don't know, that the premise didn't really grab me, so I ended up not pre-ordering it. Not such a bad thing because I got the first issue for $1. I mean, not $1, for 50 cents. So I bet you I could find the other issues are going to end up in the dollar bins. I guess that one didn't really hit so well. This is a Space Usagi, and it's a Yokai Hunter one shot. That's why I grabbed it, mostly just because it's a one shot. And like, really, Usagi for 50 cents, you can't really go wrong. And then this book, this is From Hell by Alan Moore and Eddie Campbell. And it is a first print special of 15,000 copies or something like that. So I figured that probably goes for more than 50 cents. And it's in really good shape too. And then this was Run Filler, Death, The Time of Your Life. I just needed this number 2 out of the 3, and I finally completed it. I've still never read any Death or Sandman, but I've had those issues for so long that I wanted to complete it. Even if I get rid of it, at least I can get rid of the whole thing instead of just 2 issues. But this was the one, man. This was the one I was the most excited about. This is Pink Dust by James Obar. And that's in pretty good shape, man. This wasn't even in the bag or board. I double bagged it with that so it wouldn't get messed up while it was in my bag. Because I was like, I know that has to go for more than 50 cents. And, yeah, like I said, this is in pretty good shape for being a black cover too. Like, there's dings, but nothing, doesn't look like it's color breaking. So yeah, I thought that was great, man. And it looks like it has some crow in there. It's called Morphine Dreams. Pink Dust, Morphine Dreams. Pink Dust on the Yellow Moon, Slave Cylinder, Wages of Sin. Yeah, looks like some trippy shit going on here. Yeah, I don't even know if that is the crow, but it's someone that looks like him. That looks cool. So yeah, that was the big book. That was a big book for me for 50 cents. I was so happy to find it. I know the Kayfabe guys did a video on this. So it's always good. You know, those guys, you could trust their taste for the most part. Especially at 50 cents, man. So that was it for the Bakersfield Comic Con this year, 2025. By the time this gets posted, it'll be December. So, start of the holiday season. Hope everybody's doing good out there. If you enjoyed this video, guess what? You got good taste. Show it by hitting that like, subscribe. Show all your friends. Let everybody know about Big Elbow's channel. And follow me on IG. Questions, comments, all that stuff, very much appreciated. Especially recommendations. You see what kind of stuff I like. Tell me what if you know some other stuff that you think I might like, and I appreciate all that. So again, thanks for watching, and like I always say, get off of YouTube, read some fucking comics.